What's going on, guys? Aaron here on Easy Street, professional driver, amateur human. Now, uh, we're just going to jump right in today and tell you some of the good things about Prime. Now, stay tuned because Saturday, oh, sorry, they're hitting my trailer, so it's making my camera bounce. Saturday, we're going to go over the negatives about Prime. But the good things about Prime are coming up right after the intro. Now, I am on a quest here. We're going to try to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year. That comes with the help of all you guys. If you guys find these videos informative, if you just want to make fun of me, I'm okay with that. Go ahead and subscribe and see if we can't hit that goal by the end of the year. But let's start off with, sorry, I've got to actually hold my camera instead of putting it in the holder. The holder bounces too much when they're hitting my trailer. So the first thing I want to talk about is transparency. They tell you up front what you're doing or what they're doing or whatever the case might be. You don't have to wonder anything. And if you do, then you call and ask. It might be tough to get a hold of them sometimes. We had an issue trying to figure out how like the fuel surcharge is calculated probably a couple months ago now. But once we were able to get a hold of, the fuel manager, we got the answer. And he was open and transparent about it. So, as far as our pay goes, they're open and transparent about that. As far as our deductions, they're open and honest about that. They even have an ACE 2 class where they go over those deductions and they reiterate that they're going to take these things out. When you sign your contract, you know what you're paying for your fixed costs. So transparency is probably the big one for me. I'll say the equipment next. The equipment is pretty good. You might come across one that doesn't treat you well, but their shop rates are rock bottom. I mean, you're not going to get a better shop rate at a shop outside of their terminals. Don't quote me on it. I want to say they're like $95 an hour, where everyone else is charging like $150 an hour plus. What else? The equipment, yeah, they don't usually let the equipment go too far over 500,000. Definitely not over 600,000. Even on lease trucks. They also have a 6-year requirement. Truck can't be more than 6 years old. I believe it's on model years, so like the truck I'm in is a 27, even though it was made in 26. So I think it has 6 years from the model year. But I don't know exactly. This is just a straight lease, so I'm not too worried about that. The terminals, another great thing. And they've definitely prioritized quality over quantity. That's why there's only 3.5 terminals. Pittston, Springfield, Salt Lake, and then I consider Manuka to be like a half terminal because you don't have the cafe in there. You don't have all of the amenities that the other terminals have, but you have what you need. You've got showers, restrooms, laundry, that kind of stuff. You have what you need at Manuka, just not. I'd put it on par with some of the bigger terminals at other companies. The pay, I feel the pay is very fair. I feel that I make enough for what I need to do. I make enough for my life. Now, if you look through, I'm sure there's even some recent comments on this channel. People, I make more here. I gross $13,000 a week and net $12,500. Okay, but what they're not going to do is they're not going to put up their stubs. And if they do, they'll put one up. I I saw a little guy. He went back on YouTube and tried showing an average statement, which was like $2,800 or something like that, where he's at fake prime, a BLC or something like that. Um, and but then he accidentally showed his year-to-date gross, and he's like, "Oh, I've been here for 2 months or 3 months at the time of that," and it actually showed his average was $1,100 a week. So that's why here on this channel, I only talk about my pay once a month because I could have a monster week. I could have a really bad week. Behind the curtain here, I made $193 last week. It happens. Um, you know, there might be a week where I make 3 grand. It happens, but that's why I only show once a week or once a month. I mean, instead of weekly, because it's going to fluctuate, and you guys care more about what average pay is here than um, what 1 week's pay is. But yeah, I feel the pay is fair. Um, I feel that overall we have a fair dispatching system here, and the people in the offices are accessible. You don't have to talk to your dispatcher through glass or behind a locked door or whatever other companies do. You can walk right up to dispatch, payroll, sales, what have you. You just walk right up and talk to them. So that's there's a lot to like here. They leave me alone. They give me a load, I accept or decline it. Once I find a load that I accept, I run it. They don't bother me. Um, they don't uh, they don't call me. Where are you at? When are you going to be there? They trust that if I say I'm going to be there on time, I'll be there on time. So uh, yeah, and I mean, there's a lot more to like. This was actually inspired by Big Bear. Was chatting back and forth with him in the comments the other night, and um, he actually mentioned something that I agree with him with that I disagree about with Prime. Um, but I didn't want to just make a negative video because there there are things to like here, and I think that in my situation, the positives outweigh the negatives. It may not for you. And that's why on Saturday we're going to go into the negatives. I'll probably record that video tonight or whatever. Um, once I'm done, they may even be done unloading me here soon. Nope, still red. Um, but yeah, we'll record that video. We'll have that up on Saturday, and um, I can offer constructive criticism about the things I don't like. Um, Even offer a possible solution. That way, if anybody at Prime watches these, they have an idea of what how they might be able to fix it. And yeah, so stay tuned for that on Saturday. But I didn't want to just do a negative video without also kind of doing its counterpart. So I figured I'd start with this one and throw this one together. I didn't have anything written down for this. I have a few things written down for negative, but I didn't really have anything written down for positive because you know I, the negatives don't matter or that kind of stuff. But yeah, the equipment, the transparency, the pay, um, for me. And what might be a positive for me might be a negative for you. I'm making payments. I'm making pretty high payments on a brand new truck. Um, you might be wanting a truck with no payments, an older truck. Um, you might think that what I make is not enough. That's fine. That's up to you. It works for me, my situation, and my goals. So that's what I'm going with. That's why I came back to Prime, because I was here for 2, 3 years, something like that, and then left and uh, did my own thing. Um, did what I wanted to do, and then ended up coming back. So, yeah, guys, that should do it. When you look past the junk in life, everything is beautiful, even the negatives, which you'll see on Saturday. Make sure you take care of each other, take care of yourselves, stay safe out there. Have a great day.